I don't want to be at the mercy of my emotions. I want to use them, to enjoy them, and to dominate them. I can resist anything except temptation. The only way to get rid of temptation is to yield to it. Never love anyone who treats you like you're ordinary. One should never trust a woman who tells one her real age. A woman who would tell one that, would tell one anything. Everyone may not be good, but there's always something good in everyone. Never judge anyone shortly because every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. Everything in the world is about sex, except sex. Sex is about power. If one cannot enjoy reading a book over and over again, there is no use in reading it at all. The books that the world calls immoral are books that show the world its own shame. A man who does not think for himself does not think at all. Selfishness is not living as one wishes to live, it is asking others to live as one wishes to live. Some cause happiness wherever they go, others whenever they go. Man is least himself when he talks in his own person. Give him a mask, and he will tell you the truth. A fashion is merely a form of ugliness so unbearable that we are compelled to alter it every 6 months. Children begin by loving their parents. After a time they judge them. Rarely, if ever, do they forgive them. To do nothing at all is the most difficult thing in the world, the most difficult and the most intellectual. Quotation is a serviceable substitute for wit. I am not young enough to know everything. Always forgive your enemies. Nothing annoys them so much. No man is rich enough to buy back his past. Good resolutions are simply checks that men draw on a bank where they have no account. I delight in men over 70, they always offer one the devotion of a lifetime. A man who moralizes is usually a hypocrite, and a woman who moralizes is invariably plain. Nowadays all the married men live like bachelors and all the bachelors live like married men. I don't like compliments, and I don't see why a man should think he is pleasing a woman enormously when he says to her a whole heap of things that he doesn't mean. Crying is the refuge of plain women but the ruin of pretty ones. It is absurd to divide people into good and bad. People are either charming or tedious. Nowadays people know the price of everything and the value of nothing. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people just exist. We are all in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars. It is only shallow people who do not judge by appearances. The true mystery of the world is the visible, not the invisible. Those who are faithless know the pleasures of love. It is the faithful who know love's tragedies. When one is in love, one always begins by deceiving oneself, and one always ends by deceiving others. That is what the world calls a romance. Man is a rational animal who always loses his temper when he is called upon to act in accordance with the dictates of reason. Most people are other people. Their thoughts are someone else's opinions, their lives a mimicry, their passions a quotation. One can always be kind to people one cares nothing about. Be yourself, everyone else is already taken. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. I am so clever that sometimes I don't understand a single word of what I am saying. Anyone who lives within their means suffers from a lack of imagination.